Good afternoon, Bob from Trade Genius here. It's the 6th of February. The market's not close to being closed yet, but it's just today is too dangerous to be trading, watching, and looking for setups. And the one I'm going to show you first is, as long as the VXX is going to be a product they're going to keep, which I'm assuming they are at the moment, is that we're still in a buy mode here, and we're still in a fear mode. And as I said the other day, I think it might last until Thursday. And so I'm looking for one of two things. I'm looking for, if it blows another new high and comes back to this level, that's number one. And number two is if I get a sell signal and or a break back into the channel, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to write puts on a VXX for the fourth week of February, and I'm going to be looking at trading probably being 48. So I'll probably look at do 42, and then I'm going to put a sold put underneath it, do it as a spread, because it's going to be you get what's called a volatility crush on your options premium as volatility comes in. So you're gonna have to bracket the trade, limit your profit, but it's you're limiting your profit if you don't do it, because the volatility will just suck the premium out. So I'll probably do a 42.38 or a 42.36 depending on what premiums are at the time. So I think there's a trade you kind of got to look at, but you don't want to be too early. You'll sit for a week losing money on it. But I'm pretty confident that this fever will break here in the next couple days. Pretty unprecedented move, and we just got to work through some margin calls here from Friday, Monday, Tuesday, kind of, so it puts us about Thursday. We should be pretty washed out, and people won't want to be short the market over the along the VIX over the weekend in case the PPT comes in there hard Sunday night and you get trapped. So anyway, that's that. And the other thing I'm looking at too, I'm still in, I haven't really touched it, is USO puts. And we had the 13s for next Friday, and they're looking good. I'll be rolling those down to 1250 as they come into the money, but it looks like this channel is going to break down, and in a sense that's a good thing, because that means the dollar strengthening, and as the dollar strengthens, it's going to support the broader market. And the other thing, now that XIV Old Faithful is gone for day trading, is I'm taking a good hard look at SSO. I did a test drive on it today, and traded basically on the 1 minute chart to see how it behaved, and it was pretty good. So I caught the move here up the mountain before it started coming down the mountain, and now it's really unwinding the whole day, as you can see here, and it's probably going to break it. But what I'm looking at here is, let me zoom out to the hourly and then close up here. Oops, sorry, going the wrong way. Here we go. Alright, so this line down here, you see, this is where SSO was in September. It just seems like everything is unwinding back to the day they started lifting the 10-year interest rates, and starting putting pressure on the dollar, and then in earnest December. And so now that's all unwinding, and I think this is going to unwind too. And this will be a good place to get an SSO, feel good about some day trades. And then the other trade I'm going to do too, I'm definitely keeping this stuff really simple, is in the hourly here, is that I'm in no hurry right now to buy any calls, and I don't want to really do any puts either, because I don't know when this reversal is going to happen. Time for that was up here, and I actually closed mine early yesterday, so I missed a pretty big move here. And so now I'm going to wait for this channel to flatten, And once that flattens, then I think I'm going to buy March out of the money calls, and then sell calls against it as a spread to bring my costs down. That's kind of where I'm at right now. And other than that, I'm going to keep it really simple. I'm going to have extremely limited amounts of money exposed to the markets, because I'm not really quite sure why some of this is happening. I mean, some of it at the macro level is quite obviously, but I don't know what the mechanisms are that are forcing these changes as they happen. And so they just come out of left field. And I don't think this thing would happen XIV is going to be limited to XIV. I think there's going to be a lot of things that are blowing up. So anyway, let me do a quick look at the cryptos. We had a nice little day trade on it this morning. And it was with Ethereum. Ethereum's holding up pretty good today. And ignore my propaganda. So I type, it's like I could put it out on Twitter. But we caught a nice move this morning when it went from 590 to 706, and that was on a 5-minute candle, 5-minute hourly. Here we go. And so now I'm staying away from Ethereum. I'm going to go back to trading with Litecoin again, and because it's a little bit more of a speedboat. And these things are a bit, once it passed, you can't tell if it crossed, but this actually crossed a channel line. I didn't trade it because I wasn't focused on other things, but just once again, here's another move that's coming up on another 10%. You know, 124 or 134, so about 8%. And like I said, these trades are here all day long, and just something to think about. You know, trading a channel, and once we get into back into a longer up move, then we'll be able to just trade the signals. But it's pretty good. And one thing too, I think I'm gonna do my next video on, is just showing you guys how fast you can accumulate wealth trading like this if you're not afraid to hop out and go into this case still Tether, but I think Bittrex is going to have $1 actual place to store your cash after trade, and I think it's gonna I think excite the market, so people don't feel like they're stuck in one thing or another while the whole crypto space is moving up and down. So pretty exciting. But anyway, that's where we are. Phil's gonna do, you know, his thing on the crypto side, but we're still driving along. So there's money to be made everywhere, and now that the market is going to be more volatile, there's going to just be a lot of shorter trades to take in everything. I'm going to try to help you guys as much as I can. If you're interested in joining us, TradeGeniusAcademy.com, we'd love to have you, and just point out opportunities to you, and you know, just join a community of really good people, help you make money. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.